Well, it's official. The real estate market is definitely shifting. And if you're a real estate agent with listings that are sitting on the market, you and your sellers might be starting to get a little antsy. Well, today I'm going to give you the exact steps it takes in order to get your home exposed to the most amount of people and ultimately get them sold in this shifting market. My name is Ryan Harper, and I run a real estate team here in Boulder, Colorado, and I've been helping real estate agents since 2008 grow their businesses online. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications. That way you never miss any of our amazing videos that we put on how to help grow your real estate business. Okay, let's jump right into it. The first things first, right? In order to get your home exposed to the most amount of people, we got to kind of take a look back at pricing, right? So pricing is definitely a marketing objective and helps get the word out there. So we can either do it one of two ways. We can either make the home amazingly beautiful and redo the whole thing and remodel it, or price it accordingly, right? And so those are the differences in which we can do to help get the home sold. But what we really need to do as real estate agents is be able to present that to our sellers and in an informed way. So you really have to know your market stats, right? So you definitely need to know how long the home's been on the market, or how long the average home in the area have been on the market, the different pricing and the different structures of pricing in your market, and which homes sell faster, which homes sell slower, and really, you just got to know every one of those stats, right? In that neighborhood, in the city, in the county, even in the state. And so the more stats you know, the more comfortable you're going to be in pricing your listings, right? And so we definitely did a whole video on what goes into a listing presentation and how to price those listings using Focus First. So definitely recommend you take a look at that one. I'll put a link below in the description. That way you can find that real easy. Okay, the second thing that we need to make sure that we have is, of course, great marketing assets. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, I still can't believe that in this day and age, agents still insist on taking pictures with their iPhones or different things like that. Hey, doing videos on iPhones, great, we can do those, right? But when we want the professional photos to really shine and pop online, you got to hire that professional photographer that has the wide angle lenses and can do the 3D walkthroughs and all that kind of fun stuff. So you got to have great pictures to start with, right? With those great pictures and, then in 3D walkthroughs, then we're going to create landing pages, different things like that. So we need a landing page that has the details of the home. Then we're going to need to get a video of you on that landing page talking about how great the neighborhood is, how great the area is, the things to do, really kind of go over the lifestyle on what it is like to be living in that home. So we just want to do a quick little video, 3, 5, 10 minutes long, about the home, the area, and what it's like to live there, right? So the different lifestyle elements that are in that home. So that's one of the pieces of content that we need, like I said, put on that landing page. So we can do a lot of different things there, right? Once we have that landing page, we can also create other pages that have public records information, school information, the walkthrough of the home, the floor plans, just all sorts of different things like that we want to include on our landing pages, or even a mini website, if you will. And you'll see why we want that a little bit later on in the video when we talk about site links and how to use those in our Google search campaigns. So that stuff's really interesting and coming right up. On that landing page, we also want to make sure that we have an opt-in button, right? An opt-in page, an opt-in form where we're going to collect people's information, their name, their email, maybe their phone number is an option, just so they can reach out, schedule a showing with us, get more information, things like that. Sometimes I kind of make it a gatekeeper page and I say, hey, if you want to get all the pictures and the video walkthrough, click here, right? Then you can do that and kind of have that little bit of, scarcity in there so that they'll come over and sign up on your landing page. All right, before we jump on to the next section, why don't you leave a comment below and let me know what other things you guys include in your marketing content. Love to hear from you. And if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you give us a thumbs up, or if you think it sucks, go ahead and give us a thumb down. Let us know what you think. That way we can continue improving and making great content for you. Okay, finally, the third step that we want to do in order to get your listing sold and exposed to the most people is, let's start with Facebook and Instagram. Most people are familiar with that. They're posting on there, they're doing their reels and all that kind of stuff with the house and the coming soon and the just listed, which I agree, that's exactly what we want to do here. Make sure you do a post, make sure you do a reel on Instagram, and then do a separate one on Facebook, and do your stories and your reels so that they show up separately than your post. All right, the reason why we want to do this is because we're going to jump down into the advertising section now. So once we break down into the ads, the reels, we want to, of course, show our ad only on reels, right? And so we go in there and we're going to go with video views for the reels. We're going to do it just on Instagram and just on Facebook, right? So now our reel is going to be exposed to a lot of different people. We can go ahead and just do video views. So that's the campaign that we want to optimize for when we're doing those reels. And that way it'll just go out to everybody. And we're going to run that for about a week, right? Just to everybody with video views and different things like that. We're going to go ahead and create a custom audience of people who have watched those videos. And we're going to retarget those people on week 2 and week 3 with different pieces of content on there. Okay. And so once we do that, we're going to move on down to the post. Okay. So now the post, we go ahead and that's just a still image of the home, maybe a great description, coming soon. Click here to get more information, see the pictures, the walkthrough, just a normal type of a post and lead capture page, right? And so we want to do those as leads, but we're not going to do a Facebook lead. We're going to do lead conversions on our website or landing page system that we just set up. Okay. Now doing that, we definitely want to make sure that we have our conversions API set up in Facebook so that when we do get a conversion or we do get somebody on our landing page, that we are actually triggering that from our website and sending that back to Facebook on the server side of things. So with the iOS update and the Chrome updates and all the pop-up ad blockers and different things that's out there, you really want to have server side conversions and tracking on there. And so what that means is that on your server where your website is or where your landing page is, you're going to give that information back to Facebook and back to Google, right? You're not counting on the web browser. So you're not counting on Chrome or Safari or any of those other things to pass that information along. Now, that's the big thing on why and what the difference is between that. We'll go into more details on that, but I can rattle on to that kind of stuff forever. So biggest thing you want to do, just make sure you have that set up right. We'll go over that in a different video, but yeah, get that conversion and all your optimizations set up on that landing page, okay? Then on week 2, we're going to keep pushing traffic to those in Facebook and in Instagram. As we're building those things out, we're going to let people know what's going on in the process and how that is, and maybe we do a video on, hey, this is the greatest deal in the neighborhood because it's the lowest price for the most square footage, or maybe it's the highest price in the neighborhood but the most finished, or different things like that. And so you really want to kind of picture and plan where this house is and what kind of marketing strategies you want to attack with it, right? But really, basics, couple of Facebook posts, couple of reels, couple of Instagram or Facebook stories, and then, we're going to run some ads to that. Great. After that, then we're going to move on to Google. Now, Google is one of my favorites. I've been, doing Google ads since about 2008. When I first jumped into internet marketing, it was my favorite thing ever. And I've really never looked back. Google, even when everybody was telling me Facebook and TikTok and all those kind of things, that you got to get get in there. Yes, I learned it. Yes, we do it. Yes, it works. But guess what? Google is still the 800-pound gorilla when it comes to advertising. They're like 18,000 times bigger than Facebook, I guess. I don't know. There's probably a real number, but I'm not really sure what that is. So they're a lot bigger, needless to say. And so there's a lot more different things that you can do in there, right? So first thing we want to start off with is a search campaign. Now, most search campaigns you're going to go type in, your Boulder homes for sale or something like that for our area, right? You're going to see a whole list of homes in there that, basically people, other agents, there's going to be Zillow, there's going to be home partners, there's going to be new construction stuff. There's going to be a lot of different things in there, right? But nobody is putting out specific homes, okay? So what I want you to do is put 5-bedroom, 6-bath home in XYZ subdivision under market value, right? And then of course, in the description and different things like that, you can put, all the other stuff, like, hey, 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, 30-acre lot, all that kind of information. So what we want to do is basically expose that home in those searches, but only expose it to the people who are likely to buy that, right? Now, we don't know what that is, but if we put what the neighborhood is, the subdivision, the price, all that kind of stuff in the ad, it's going to show up to a lot of people, okay? Now, the magic about that in the search ads is you only pay per click. So if it's not relevant to somebody, they're not going to click on it, right? But if it is relevant, they'll click on it, they'll go to your landing page, they'll see all the information there, they'll opt in to get more information, or they'll try to text you and call you and all that kind of fun stuff. Whatever you want to put on your landing page, there's a whole bunch of different versions that we can go over that. And we have a whole bunch in our system where, here's a bunch of templates. You just change out basically, my information for your information or stuff like that. So really simple landing pages that you can create and generate a ton of traffic for and a ton of business. And so most of the time you'll hit your listing and it'll peak and you'll get a lot of views and traffics and showings and then die and then nothing, right? Well, so we want to avoid that. So we want to hit that peak and then we want to keep the traffic coming. And so this is one way to keep that traffic coming for people that may have missed it, didn't really start their search until a week later or 2 weeks later. Oh my gosh, that never happens, right? So that's one of the great ways that we can use Google search. Now there's a couple of tips and techniques, but that'll be a whole video on how to set up the proper search campaigns. So make sure you check out that link. I'll put a link in the description. All right. Next part is the Google display ads. Now this one, so many people get so hung up on this and is a great spot to burn a lot of money, right? So you can definitely burn a lot of money here, but if you do it right, you can really just dominate the market and get a whole list of people that are really interested in the area and really interested in that house to come take a look at it, okay? Okay, the next part of Google is display ads. So display ads is an amazing system and structure in the way that can work. Now, it's also a great place to where you can waste a ton of money. So you want to really make sure that you do it right and you get things set up right. So you can start with just simple text ads with an image of the home or the best feature of the home that you upload to Google. So you don't need to get, banners designed or any of that kind of stuff. Now, if you want to, the best numbers, sizes are the 300 by 250, the 336 by 280, and the 300 by 600, okay? So those are the different banner sizes that you want if you're gonna have them designed, but it's totally unnecessary at this point, right? So once we get that, same type of ad, you wanna let people know exactly what the house is, where it's at, and why it's a great deal in that area, okay? So those are the things that you wanna do for the display ads. Same thing here, it's cost per click, so you wanna kind of get people not to click on it if they're not interested in the home, right? So it's all about domination and getting that thing exposed to the most amount of people with your budget, right? And so you only want people to click on it that are interested. And that's what you want to save your budget for. And so that's why we don't do the generic stuff and the kind of hidden and the clickbait. So you don't really want clickbait, right? Now, some are like, oh, what do you mean? On Facebook, we want clickbait because we're paying per impression. So let's get them there, right? But Google display, Google, we don't want clickbait. We want to give them exactly what that is so they know what it is to click, okay? Some of the cool things about Google display places is you can just use placements. So that's one of my favorite things to do. Instead of like keywords or different things, I geo-target the area around the house and I say, it's about, or the city actually is what I do. So I go city, geo-targeting, and then I say people that have been in this place, that live in this location, or have recently visited, right? So if they've recently visited, then you can really dial that in just right. And so that's people that are probably looking for a place to stay, especially if they visited 1, 2, 3 times in the recent couple of months, right? And so that's kind of what you want to do there. And then placements, you can load up a whole list of websites where you want your ads to show up. So you can do Wall Street Journal, you can do Robb Report, you can do, any of those different websites that are out there that are national that have real estate listings. You can select those listings or those websites for your listing to be on. I do those. I do a lot of local news, paper stuff. So our Daily Camera or the Long Island Tribune, or, there's probably 30 different local newspapers or news sites that you can also have AdSense on there, and so you can put those all in there. Now you can get it down to, hey, I just want it on this specific page in that website. So you can do it by URL exactly, or you can do it for the whole website. And so those are kind of some of the things on how you can really get your listings out there to the most amount of people and get it super exposed, okay? Now with Google display ads and YouTube ads and stuff like that, we did a great video on YouTube ads, so I'll leave a link for that one down below too. But that, of course, that's our next step. But you can also use in-market audiences, so people that are in the market to buy real estate, in the market to sell real estate. You can show your ads to just those people. You can do it by topics, placements, keywords, all those different things that are in there. Like I said, for display stuff, I like to use placements, and sometimes I like to use in-market audiences. And then that geo-targeting, but you really have to go in and kind of prune out the bad placements. So yes, you have them there. Sometimes Google goes ahead and shows your stuff on a bunch of Chinese websites for some reason. So you got to go ahead and go in there and add those to negative placements. That way they won't keep showing up, and things like that. So, those are just some of the things that you kind of got to prune that down. Once you get that dialed in, your budget is going to go a really long ways to the exact right people, okay? So next we want to do is YouTube. Same thing, right? We want to go ahead and use that YouTube video we took about how great the area is, what it's like to live in this neighborhood, in this house, what is the lifestyle that they're going to be able to have and enjoy when they purchase this home, okay? And so those are the things that we want to make sure that we have in that video. The introduction on a video for a YouTube ad, basically, we want to go, hey, if you're in the market and looking to buy a home in XYZ neighborhood for this much money, you're going to want to listen to this. If not, skip this ad, right? So the really cool part about YouTube is in-stream ads. You can click that box and basically have your video play in front of every other video that talks about real estate in that area, or just in a group of people that may be interested in buying a home that's, showed interest in Google on a car ad or, a different, any video that's on YouTube, right? In that geo-targeted area. And so the cool thing about that is you only get charged after somebody watches 30 seconds of that. So if they watch 30 seconds of your video, great, you're going to get charged, and hopefully they can continue on. They'll click on it, go to your landing page and get signed up, okay? Well, if they don't, or if they're not interested, that's why you want to have that script right at the front of the video. Hey, if you're thinking about buying a home in XYZ subdivision for this price range or in this area, you're definitely going to want to watch this video. If not, go ahead and click skip. That way you won't waste any more of your time. Great, here's the video. So things like that really help with keeping your budget down and keeping those costs right, so you can get exposure to a lot of people and keep those numbers up and keep generating leads for your listings. Okay, now that we've got our first round of ads done, we've got all our audiences set up. That way we're tracking the different people that have engaged with our ads. They've been to our landing pages on both Google and Facebook. So we've done that. We've got, all the different tracking. We've got the people that are watching the videos on YouTube. We've got the people that are watching the videos and the reels on Facebook and Instagram. So we want to set up what's called the remarketing audiences, right? Or the remarketing campaigns. So remarketing campaigns, you got to remember, what are these for, right? Well, these are direct call to actions to get people to take a specific action because they've already been exposed to the offer, let's say, right? So the offer is the home. They've been to the landing page, they took it out. They may or may not have signed up, for the conversions and stuff like that to get us more information. So the people that didn't sign up, we definitely want to have ads going straight to them. Okay, now we can also exclude people that did sign up, so you want to create that audience as well, which is nice. So once we have that audience, we really want to have direct calls to action on our ads. So little things, here's the picture of the home, the best feature, the kitchen, and it says, hey, schedule a call right now and don't miss this opportunity to live in this beautiful home and neighborhood, something like that. And then a click button, that way they really get it and they can click on that and come to it. So those are what we want to set up for our remarketing campaigns, and that will just go out. You can do it in, the different Google ads, and then of course in Facebook and Instagram ads. So same type of ad, both platforms, works really well, okay? And then, the next thing, if you have a lot of conversions on this property or a lot of different properties and you're running a lot of different ads, there's this really cool new section of Google called Performance Max. And so basically you can just load up all your videos, all your images, all your texts, all your headlines, and just throw it all into a giant bucket and say, all right, Google, you know what I want. Go get me more of these, okay? And so then Google will scour and search that internet and get people to fill out your form, to schedule an appointment, to call you, to text you, whatever you want to train Google to do, it will go do that automatically for you. That's been working really well for a lot of the bigger teams that we're coaching, and they're running a lot of different ad campaigns. So once you get all that stuff dialed in, we want to switch over and turn on a Performance Max campaign. Okay, hopefully that made total sense to you, and now you're armed with all the information you need to go ahead and go and drive a lot of traffic to your different listings and generate a whole bunch of new leads. If not, you're still having struggling with your lead generation or some landing page templates or different builders like that, I'd love to help. Go ahead and schedule a call with me. I'll put a link down in the description. You can jump on a call and we can kind of go over your lead generation needs and what that might look like on how we can work together. Okay, if you still haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications so you never miss one of our amazing videos that we put out on how to generate more leads for your real estate business. And if you want a deeper dive on how to set up some Facebook ads, go ahead and click that link over there. I've got a great video tutorial where we actually dive into Facebook and I walk you through step by step where to click, what to click on, and how to do it so you can set up your own Facebook lead generation ad. All right, thanks.